Okay, Addy Ads, you made it to D.C. again.
Good afternoon, George. We are right in front of the J. Edgar Hoover building.
Yeah, and you've been writing about this period of Macduff, when Macduff worked right over there at the Washington field office, was actually at Trump Tower, so we're right in the middle of that story. Of course, we're following other stories, but I just wanted to, plus you just rewrote Blackberry's Matter for now, so all this is fresh in your mind. You got here from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, via every train station and bus station terminal, sleeping. We managed to have you sleep in every major city bus station from midnight to about 3 a.m., I think.
Yeah, east of the Mississippi, I think so.
So you for a month in Georgia, we had 6 weeks in covering the Michigan election.
Yep, sleeping on the couch in the studio.
Couch in the studio, right? And then we had you on the couch in Buffalo covering the ballots coming in there on the Peace Bridge. Let's see, where else do we have you on the couch? A couple of other places, right?
Yeah, in Atlanta, like we mentioned, South Carolina.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Atlanta. We had you. You slept on the couch where the bullets came in. You weren't there when the bullets. That happened after.
Yep.
But we want to send you back to Atlanta, and
yeah,
the reason why we mentioned he's not traveling, no frills, folks. If somebody wanted to sponsor your trip to Atlanta, would you stay on their couch still? You just need the airfare?
Oh yeah, for sure. Spirit Airlines, I'm totally cool with. I actually have never flown first class, despite all of the miles I have under my belt.
And everybody hears about, you travel because you wanted to be a journalist or something better than a journalist. In Europe, you were sleeping in train stations in Europe too. I think people don't realize that the Carbonari were, hey kid, get out of here.
Yeah, so, I was at the Stazione Centrale in Palermo, Central Station, and it was late at night. It was like, I think it was midnight, and I wanted to sleep instead of spending money to go to the hotel. And the Carabinieri, the paramilitary guard, were like, you got to leave, kid. Basically, they said, this is dangerous. So.
I'm trying to give everybody the background here that he's not living high on the hog when he's bringing you these stories. You did the Harrison Deal story. No one else had the Harrison Deal explosion. You did the story about James Sullivan with the odd suicide in investigating the Deal story. Nobody else covered that like you did. No one else covered the shooting of the election whistleblower like you did. You're bringing really great stories to the American people, American public. The numbers are through the roof because it is great reporting. And I first want to say, plus you went to the election center when they had the AR-15. So I just want to say thank you for your courage, and a little help every once in a while wouldn't hurt. I know you never asked for it, but a little, not for me, but a little help for you. What do you think?
Yeah, I get by with a little bit of help from my friends, right? That's what the Beatles said. And yeah, it's likewise, George, with the courage. I think that's something that is contagious, is showing courage and cultivating it as well.
Yeah, and now let's jump real quick to Macduff. You said if I could have read one piece of paper, one book, before I read all the other JFK books, it would have been
the McCone Memorandum. I remember the first time I was reading Macduff. Actually, it was at the first time I met you in our first, or your second charrette this year, my first time doing a George Webb charrette. And as soon as I read it, it just hit me. I was like, wow, this is the one piece of information, if it's only one that I can remember from this short book, that is important enough to really hold in your memory, because it really vindicates and validates all the speculation that has gone on since that day in November of 1963 of Oswald and the CIA and the government in general, but now we know specifically CIA asset.
And so I've taken Addy's feedback on the book, and I moved the McCone memo up to the first paragraph. So if you only read one page, I moved the Bolton Ford, where Oswald's name was used to buy 10 trucks for moving the pigs on Inauguration Day, 1961, JFK Inauguration Day. I moved that up second. So the book's been totally reoriented, looking at a 25 and under reader who just wants the facts as quickly as possible. And I thank you for rewriting that. You also did Blackberry's Matter. We're doing the same thing with that. We're going through every one of the books. And you're still doing the reporting, which is really great. And we're going to be up in Gettysburg. We're going to go to Little Round Top. the 30th through the 1st, I think. Through the 1st?
30th to 1st, yep.
Yeah, and we're going to be up there to reach out to our Pennsylvania friends. We've got a swing state there that we didn't spend as much time, so we're going to go to Gettysburg up there.
My first time. I'm quite excited. I've
Yeah.
never been to Gettysburg.
Yeah, and so all very close to us. Addy, I want to say thank you very much for your courage. Thank you for just always getting the great story, and you're on a roll, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, George.
Yeah, and help them out a little bit, okay, everybody? All right, thank you.